Yo guys, what's going on? Back in another recap today, and it might be the last recap for this week potentially. Fortunately, accounts are gone. Kind of got fried today. Just like not a great day. Open 150k account, got a win this morning. Just took a loss in Asia, unfortunately. And the loose account is gone as far as I know. It still says it's active, but as you can see right here, I'm pretty sure it ain't. So that's gone. All my top step accounts are gone. Daily loss limits hit now. So potentially, I believe. Actually, no, I can't pass it this week anymore. I can get this win back on Friday, and then Sunday I could pass it, so I might be back Monday. But I think I'm just going to stick with one account for now. Just get my mental back together, not worry about the money so much. And I was thinking it through. I think the 150k account's my best option here, but I'm just going to treat it like a 50k. And not trade mini still, and just keep my $500 loss limit, and really just use it for what it is with the bigger drawdown, because these 50k accounts, the way I trade, it ain't working. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. I think I'm not trading bad. It's just my mental is not amazing right now. So hopefully this can dial it back in, just take it a bit slower. And yeah, it sucks because I was one day away from a payout and I blew all those accounts. So yeah, kind of painful right now, man. Not gonna lie, kind of upset about it, but you know, it is what it is. When the payouts start to come, they happen fast, and just gotta keep my head up and keep moving. But let's get into this trade day. CPI today, obviously. And as you can see, we kind of just stayed within the range, unfortunately. We tapped into this 4-hour gap again. And coming into market open, nothing really mattered to me except CPI. I mean, we had a few highs here. Then we took out pre-market, and then we had lows. And as you can see, we tapped into this 4-hour here. But to me, today was a pretty easy read. It just didn't play out. And as you can see, we had the CPI candle, which is actually pretty massive today. But like I said yesterday, top step banned it for trading it, but it was 210 points, pretty ridiculous. And it got leaked early, as you can see. We had a pretty massive candle like 15 seconds before, ripped up 70 points. But that left us with a pretty nice data high and data low here, as you can see here. And on the eval, the trade I won was pre-market. I took after we ripped down, grabbed all this liquidity. We grabbed the two highs as well. I knew we were going to kind of come up and hit that that data high, and on the way down, we had tapped into a bunch of 15-minute gaps with that candle. All these here swept out all this, and it was pretty obvious we were going to kind of head right back on up to the data high. I entered a position, like I said, just on the eval. I didn't take this on the lives, and I should have. But basically, that was my evaluation trade right there, and ended just before market open. No drawdown whatsoever. If I would have took that on the lives, I probably would still have them right now. But I figured it was a little bit risky. It was more eval trade because it was pre-market, like literally right after CPI. But the 1-minute inversion, 1-minute tap, swept all those lows, tapped into the 15-minute. Mechanically, it was pretty sound. I just didn't like it for a live trade. But that is what I hit on the evals. After that, we take the data high. Like I said, we swept those other highs. And at this point, we had come up into this unmitigated hourly, and believe we had also hit, there was something else on the 4 hour maybe. We had came back up to the 79% extension on the 4 hour after being below equilibrium in London session. Something else as well, I'm forgetting why I wanted shorts here. I can't remember, guys, but coming into market open, we get the 5-minute inversion here. And like I said, we're tapping into an hourly, respecting it. And as soon as that 5-minute closed, that is where I entered my first short position, kind of right here. And this one was just absolute bullshit. I was obviously targeting down to this data low. We get the 5-minute inversion at 6:30 right there. Or sorry, 6:35. I entered off this kind of all these 1-minute inversions, but we do get the 5-minute, and I run a good amount in profit. Don't go break even because we were kind of still testing that area, and this one just comes up and kind of rails me out of nowhere. Ripped up a good 56 points, and you know, should have probably waited for the 5-minute, but I thought that was a pretty good trade. So I lost half my drawdown on that one. I lost about $200. I had 500 left, and I ended up taking one more position here. And you can see we inverse the 5. We're still respecting the hourly. We get a pretty strong 1-minute inversion off of the newly created 5-minute gap, but I guess we did inverse that, didn't see that. So off the 3-minute gap, sorry, here we get inversion, we're ripping off of that, and I entered like all the way down here, and this one again chops around in profit. And there's just nothing in our way at all, man. Like, there's no gaps. I mean, there's some down here, but we weren't even tapping into those yet. And we had already mitigated all of them during CPI. Like, nothing on the 5-minute. We just fucked around. And, like, you can see, like, there's, like, one little 3-minute gap down here that was already mitigated. Like, it really shouldn't have caused any concerns. And if you take this move from here to here, you can see we tapped up into the 79% extension perfectly. Had a very strong 1-minute displacement, and unfortunately I got stopped out by an absolute ball here right there, just because I didn't have enough drawdown left, and I added a few on the way, and when we got this other 1-minute inversion here, I added a few, so I ended up having my position a little bit lower, and I got taken out like barely right up there, and that was that. And we didn't even end up hitting that today. We are still just chopping around all day. So just one of those days. Should have been a no trade day. I mean, it looked really, really promising, but it just ended up being utter dog shit. And this is kind of where I got railed on Asia. You can see I took a trade. Well, I took multiple trades in this area here, but we come up to the 62% extension. Got an inversion in here, took one off here, runs in a profit, stopped break even, and we come back up to the 62% extension, And this is all pre-market, so it's kind of my own fault, but I do like trading pre-market on evals because it's a little bit slower. And I enter a short there off the 1 minute version after 62% tap, and we're tapping into this gap. We have data lows not far away at all. I believe only about we came about 42 points, which would have been more than enough for me to pass that eval. But as soon as market opens, we just rip to the fucking moon. So, you know, it is what it is there. But that was my loss limit for the day. I don't know why. We just skyrocketed. I couldn't tell you. We had demolished every bullish PD array, and I don't know, man. We had data lows that close. I don't know why we couldn't have just ripped down and grabbed them. Just a weird day in general. So no trades for me to tomorrow. Sorry, I'm a little bit down on this video. I'm kind of just over this shit right now, you know. But for you guys trading tomorrow, there's PPI and unemployment claims. So be aware of that. There's lots of news at an hour before market open. But no trades for me tomorrow. See if we can get this loss back on Friday. And then Sunday finish her off. And hopefully I'll have a video out for you guys on Monday. But that's going to end the week for me kind of on a sad note. But, you know, like I said, just got to keep trekking forward. They don't make this shit easy, man. I'll tell you that much. This is just this game will break you before it makes you, and that is a guarantee. But just got to stay positive, and that's about all you can do in the tough times, man. And that goes for everything in life, whether it's trading, business, just life in general, man. You just got to keep trekking forward, because it's a depressing world out there. You can't get drawn into that shit. So yeah, on that note, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. Hopefully I'll be back on Monday. But hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Trade good for the rest of the week. Unless I buy another account, I won't be able to. So yeah, that being said, I'll wrap this one up here. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.